I don't
oh my god.
ever leave him alone with her. I usually stand up there like a creep, like pretending to do something.
Because it was easy half an hour to pick up food, and then, well, I have a question, and so she came back and escaped like 4 times back to the back, but he's like, he would never fucking leave.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. One day she was the only one left there, and I'm like, I have to go run and I had to go trim these cats' nails. I'm like, if he comes, feel free to turn the lights off and lock the door and pretend you're closed.
And he was asking, so what does it mean it's a complicated situation? He was like trying to dig into her complicated situation.
I told her to say she was gay. She's like, I can't do that with a straight face. I'm like, why not? I'm like, tell him you have a boyfriend. Tell him you only like black guys. Like, I can think of so many things you could tell him.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want to be gay. And I'm like, well then you better go for coffee.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah.
Is it still coming out?
No. Probably gonna need to knock it out in another couple days. Go for it again. It's so tempting when it's the top and sugar. Listen, this guy just let it do its thing. The little natural band-aid.
You want me to bring it back here so you can have
rip
it,
the fucking thing right off. Oh.
It started as like 2 spots, and then it just started getting crustier. Yeah.
Don't eat your skin.
Yeah. some of my tattooed skin.
Yeah.
I have some extra skin on our thigh.
Yeah, I got plenty. I
Yeah,
can
me
share.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, you see all those Jeffrey Dahmer memes and stuff. Ink makes it taste bad, so get tatted up.
Oh, I'll never get eaten.
Yeah, people are cannibals that way.
And so they figured out how to make like raspberry scented ink and then it would smell and taste good.
I love it.
His face is healing up good. No sloughing with the burned grass.
You doing anything topical?
I was doing silver sulfadiazine when it was like 2 spots, and then I shaved it, and then it was like the red, and then it started to smell, and he wouldn't let me touch it. Actually, the past 2 days at home, I've been doing Chlorhex, just scrubbing it with Chlorhex, and then letting it dry, and then putting silver sulfadiazine on it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It was looking better.
Yeah. I'm getting like big chunks out of that little hole right in there.
Oh, thanks for sharing. There's a Frenchie that I doubt it's gonna come back. It's set up to have a euthanasia at home at 12:30. But it's diagnosed with a super aggressive face tumor that like went from just a couple tiny little lumps to whole face was disfigured in a week. And they really wanted me to put down at home. So like at midnight they brought him in, but he had trouble sleeping, and they're like so bad he can't even like take his carprofen and his tramadol anymore. So they were kind of waffling about maybe putting him down like tonight here, or they're gonna try and wait him down at home. Gave him a big shot of buprenorphine and sent home 1 oral dose of buprenorphine, and if he's not able to rest, then they'll bring him back. His name's Rambo. They're very nice.
And they'll call
Is
for
it an older dog?
He was only 11,
yeah.
I think. He looks great. Oh God, it's just awful because he's like, hey, and he wants to give you kisses, but he can't even open his mouth. He's like,
Yeah, he's got like Quasimodo.
It's all
His
bloody.
legs, like, yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. Poor guy.